had a flawless day today, didn't we?
Flawless, yes, yes. Nothing went different than we planned.
What did we do today?
We accomplished.
We did accomplish.
Not what was on our list.
We made a new list. So we just walked into the bathroom and we're like, this drip in the bathroom needs to go.
Enough was enough.
So we started to turn off the water, the hot water.
And it still dripped.
And we went in the bath, into where the hot water was when we turned it off, and there was a lot of corrosion around the hot water tank.
We really hadn't looked at the hot water tank as closely as we did. I mean, we've started looking more closely at everything. I mean, there was so much out of place here that it seemed in place, well, but as we're thinking now of making it better, we're noticing more inappropriate things, like corrosion around the bottom. I wouldn't say corrosion, it's rust.
Rusty stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we're like, oh wow, okay, that's gonna have to go on the fix list. So, okay, we'll go out and turn off the cold water, which is in the well. And he comes back in and he knew there were spiders, so he took a broom because they're big spiders. But that wasn't the problem.
In the well house, they had wanted to insulate the pipes and so forth so that they wouldn't freeze during the winter. So they took normal insulation that you put in the walls and they laid it around all of the
pipes and wires
and the tank. And so here's this pile of insulation. And as you know, that type of insulation doesn't do well when it's wet. Well, that wasn't the problem. I mean, it's part of the problem. But as I went to move it, I hear this bzzz. And here is this group of bees, all of them about that big.
Not honeybees.
Come out of there, and I'm like, this is not going to go well.
Bees.
So the next thing was to get the bees out of there so I could get the insulation out of there so that I could get the water turned off. So we had to dig out my bee suit so that I was a little bit protected. Now, I don't know a lot about those bees. They're big enough that if their stingers match their bodies, it could be pretty nasty. I don't think they sting. They were not aggressive. I mean, they came out of there and they followed me a little bit, but they didn't attack me. So I don't know that they do sting. They're just big and scary looking.
Who ever heard of bees not stinging?
Yeah, so I need to learn more about them, but I wasn't going to take a chance. And anyway, I got them mostly out of there and then waited till very few of them went back, and I was able to go turn the water off. So the project took a lot longer to get the water turned off than we thought it would.
So as he started getting that done, then we found we had gone and got gaskets. Well, that didn't really work, but it worked a little bit, and we're like, well, maybe it'll be okay. And then we're like, well, look at this big shower. We had these old shower doors on there. Let's take them down.
We've been wanting to for a long time. So we're in the midst of making the bathroom a better place, so let's do it.
Took those down. You cannot believe what this smells like. We just pulled that molding that the shower doors were sitting in. It literally smells like sewer. That's what we've been having in our bathroom. Gross! Just one swoop across and it came off. What a great guy he is. How many other men would do that? My guy. Gross! And then we had a box sitting to redo the seal on the toilet ever since we moved in here. So we're like, well, we may as well do that. So then we did that and it actually worked.
That one's worked out.
We put it in the bathtub and had to see whether there was a crack.
The bolt was, there was one washer that was missing and we didn't have one that was the right size, so we had to go to the store to get that.
To the store 4 times.
Yeah.
so...
Not the way to plan projects, but as you know, they weren't really planned. They kind of happened.
Well, you know, I look at it as when you're going to get out of debt, you work on the smallest amount of debt, and then you work to the bigger ones. Well, this was a small project, considering all the big projects that we have. And so, bottom line on this bathtub is, it's not done yet, because it's going to require a new
in total frustration of not being able to get the new rings to seal it up, took all the parts into the hardware store and said, I want to replace these inserts that go in. The response was, those are too old, we don't have those.
And then she goes, so you're going to need a new wash thing, and we're like, she shows us.
We're going to need a new faucet.
New faucet. And she goes, nope, I don't carry it. You better go down to Lowe's. It closes at 8. And we're like, we are not going to Lowe's. We're going to put this back on. We're going to caulk around it.
It's a little drip.
Live with it for now.
We do have bigger plans for that bathroom, which involves replacing a lot of things, but not now. This was to just stop the stupid drip.
So we'd like to...
In addition to that, though, in looking at it, something we hadn't seen that we discovered is that there was water on the floor where the pipes come out.
We had really good access to the back of the shower, because there's a closet and you take a little board off, and so you have total access to the back.
So we investigated where that water was coming from, and we've been able to plug up at least part of it. Hopefully the other part doesn't leak. I think we tightened things up enough that they won't. So it was just a lot of discovery, a lot of correction. We still got the
sink to redo and stuff. We're not worried about that. So we'd like to show you our bathroom without the
shower
door. And there is some stain on the bottom where the shower door was sitting. I've razor blazed all the way around and got all the gunk off. But there's some stain there, so if you see the stain, that's why. But I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, it's much cleaner, no doubt about it. We're a lot happier with it.
Here we go. Oh, and I actually took this tiny little closet and folded everything and put it in here. And it's just making me happy. Did you see what I did?
Wow, finally, it's together. This is great.
Finally. Honey, look how tiny this place is.
It is a tiny closet. I'm saying it takes a lot to get that organized. It's hard.
Okay, here we go. Nice shower curtain. I just didn't, and I'm just so excited to be able to get in there. And so here's the little bit of a stain that's still there, but it's all smooth. There's nothing bad in here, and it looks clean and neat. And there's no leak down here, and he got me new knobs here, and you can sit on, whoa, that might be fixed. Quick, shh, don't say that.
There is no end.
Anyway, he did a great job today. I'm very proud of him.
Great jobs.
Great jobs.
Yeah.
And he started to clean the bathtub and the yucky part. He did all of that, and then I cleaned the inside. And
she did the finish cleaning.
Yeah, it was good. We're happy. So as we stand in our bathroom, we would like to thank you for following us. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'd like to let you know that our cookbook for the breakfast cookbook called Mornings Begin with Breakfast, which was available with my 12 Weeks to Heartiness. It was a free gift for anyone that started before July, end of July. And it's available now online. It's an ebook, and it is
it's available on our website.
On our website. And shall I leave the link below?
Let's do that.
Or shall I leave the link over here?
Let's do both.
We'll do that too. And it's $8 for an ebook, and it's got 26 recipes in it for breakfast, and a lot of words written about breakfast in it too. So, hope you like it, and we will see you on our live on Thursday at 5. Right?
Till then.
Bye-bye.
I don't see any cracks, don't see any places where it's leaking down there or has been leaking, no wetness anywhere. So we're confident it's totally this gasket here.
So we're trying to turn off the water because we're fixing a leak in the bathtub faucet. Whoa, okay, I'm going in. I'll stay behind the glass.
Bye. Bye.